Hello friends, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Tonight we are going to talk about one of the scariest places to be on Halloween night, an abandoned hospital. If you dare, I will tell you a scary story about a haunted hospital. Let's begin. In the old abandoned hospital, the wind howled through the broken windows, rattling the glass panes like the bones of the dead rattling in their graves. It was Halloween night, and the full moon hung like a ghostly lantern in the inky black sky. The gnarled branches of ancient trees scraped against the crumbling facade of the building, creating eerie shapes that danced and twisted in the flickering light of the lone street lamp nearby. Inside the hospital, the silence was deafening, broken only by the distant drip of a leaky faucet and the scurrying of rats in the walls. In the operating room, the rusted instruments seemed to gleam ominously in the darkness, and the gurney in the corner looked like a waiting victim for some gruesome experiment. The stench of decay and death hung heavy in the air, mingling with the sweet smell of pumpkin spice lattes from the nearby town where costumed children went door to door collecting candy. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the building, followed by the sound of heavy footsteps. A cold draft swept through the room, extinguishing the flame of the lone candle that had been casting long, dancing shadows on the wall. And in the sudden darkness, a figure emerged from the gloom. It was tall and gaunt, with a face that was pale as death and eyes that glowed with an otherworldly light. As I watched, paralyzed with fear, the apparition glided down the hallway, its footsteps silent but for the squeak of its dragging chains. I wanted to scream, but my voice was trapped in my throat. I wanted to run, but my legs felt heavy as lead. I could only watch in horror as the specter approached, its presence growing stronger with each step. Then just as suddenly as it appeared, it vanished. The scratching of the wind in the trees outside seemed to grow louder, and the shadows on the wall writhed and twisted as if in pain. A whisper, cold and hollow, echoed through the room. "Beware the night, for evil is afoot." Then silence. I stood there a long time, listening, but the only sound was the beating of my own heart. As the first rays of dawn peeked through the grimy windows, I fled the hospital, never looking back. So friends, let this be a lesson to you. On Halloween night, stay away from the abandoned hospital. Who knows what evil may be lurking in the shadows, waiting for its next victim. I was very scared when I visited the hospital. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss any of my videos. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.